Hello everyone, welcome back to my series on restoring this 1981 Hercules Commuter. So in this video we are going to be working on dismantling the bike, and first up I'm going to be spraying everything with WD-40 and various other penetrants and stuff. Just try and loosen everything up, and then we can get started. I was really worried at one point at getting these grips off, and whether they'd have to be pried or cut off, or I'd just have to keep them on and try to take the switch gear off and stuff, and brakes, by bending the bands or something. But as it turns out, leaving the bike out in the sun really works quite well for like warming up these grips and loosening them. So I managed to like kind of rotate them and slide them a bit. I've sprayed some WD-40 and stuff on there, kind of, and then kind of move them back and forth to kind of free them up some more. and so they come off quite well now. So quite a bit looser. One of the things that needs quite a bit of work is this hockey stick type chain guard. So you can see it's quite bent in some places. Let's see. So they'll need to come off. Try to reshape it. As well as treating some of the, well, treating the rust spots, and someone spilled paint on it at some point, so that needs a good rub. And yeah, it's quite a bit of rust. But yeah. The various lubes and solvents and things have managed to free up the gear cable, so that I can now click positively into all three gears. So we're in top, second, third, top. That's in 1, 2, right down into 3. So that's positive. However, not sure about getting a replacement for this, because it's not the kind where the cable crimps onto the end. The cable goes inside this barrel and there's like a nipple or something in there. So I have to see if I can get a replacement for that. Yes. Alright, let's carry on. That's interesting. There's got some, rather than being held in by a bolt or whatever, there's a twisted wire down there. Then once that wire is out, push in this clip. It should pop out. Bob's your uncle. It's got a square nut on the back. There we go. And here we've got, that's the last thing holding the chain guard on. These have all had a good dousing of anti-seize. Look at that. Definitely seen better days. Yeah, it's very notchy. Look at all that grime. That should preserve the paint quite nicely underneath. Well, here we are. I have to say, getting that bottom bracket out was a real pain. I tried hammering it, tried using the vise, sprayed all kinds of stuff on there, and yeah, after about an hour I managed to get the drive side off, which was quite lucky really, because it meant I could take the whole thing out by unwinding the adjustable cup without having to take the non-drive crank off, which was being very stubborn. So once I'd managed to get the drive side crank, one with the chain wheel on, once I managed to get that off, I was able to use one of these spanners, the Park Tool HEW11. Others are available. Once I'd managed to get the drive side crank off, I was able to slip one of these over the axle on the other side and unwind it, and then just pull the whole axle out, dropping a few bearings as I did so, but I managed to collect those. So there's 11 bearings on each side. So, and then for taking the headset and the forks out, that was very tough, but managed to do that with a adjustable spanner in the end, because my headset wrench would not grip. Even it's one of these, yeah, it's a Park Tool HCW15, it just wouldn't grip. You know, it's just a mil or so out, so I had to just use a large pair, a large adjustable spanner to do that, and it came away. So the races for the headset seem to be in decent enough condition. I've not fully cleaned them yet, but they don't seem to be too bad, top and bottom. So I'll get a good look once I've cleaned them out. I don't think I'll need to take the cups themselves out unless they turn out to be in bad condition. As I said, I'm not repainting the bike. I'm just going to give it a good thorough clean and maybe a coat of clear coat. There's the badge. Well, I've just given it a quick wipe with some GT85 before I finish up for today, and that paint has come up really nice. So, what do we think? Green metallic? Probably. No. We'll see how good the rest of it cleans up next episode. So, with that, thank you for watching. If you'd like to see more in this series, please do press like and subscribe, and hit that bell notification so that you know as soon as the next part comes out. So part 3 will be cleaning everything, and oh boy, is there a lot to clean. Bye for now.